Boom, 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 boom. There we all are. I tried to mix it up
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were going to do.
I know. I didn't know either.
I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure the title card was there, just so people
Oh.
knew what they were seeing following
They
the
could see the
countdown.
festivities with the balloons.
Good way to do it.
Yeah. There's no
Yeah.
balloons on. Is there balloons on this one?
There's balloons on this one.
on
right?
this one.
Well, because
No.
I put it in. I put it in.
What?
I'm right.
What are we talking about the background?
Somebody's birthday's next week.
Yay! It's you, Angela. It's you.
I've been reminding my parents and Michael every single day.
Oh, good.
Like,
Because you are the Dillo that likes their birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get it. We need to work on this. We need to explore a little more.
No. Especially
That's not
at
going to
this
happen.
point.
Never mind. Next topic.
Yeah.
Nate's
Hello,
here. Jeff's
Nate,
here.
Jeff- Oh, well, you do it.
No, you do it.
I'll do it.
You do it.
Do it, Angela. Come
Go ahead,
on,
Angela.
God.
We have Nate here, Jeff here. Hello, Michael. And Theme Park Rob. Welcome to the
Yay.
show. Oh, this was weird. It didn't feel natural. Okay. You guys should do it. You do it.
Angela, you have to get used to this live thing.
Because not only are we live on our YouTube channel, Dillo's Diz right here, but we're live on your YouTube channel.
Yay.
We did it. We did it.
I knew you would bring that up, and I was really hoping you wouldn't. Yes. Hello, anyone on my YouTube channel right now?
What? Probably everyone is from your YouTube channel. I mean,
Please
really.
Yes. Frankie and Jen have convinced me to stream this from my YouTube channel that has been dormant for the past year, with the exception of our Magical Mommy Monday podcast episodes. Yes. So, hi. Welcome back to the channel.
Well, it's about to get a boost over there.
Please be picked up by the algorithm. I will not be posting.
We're gonna post soon, me and you.
Oh. Oh.
Do we want to wait a little bit?
We'll wait on
let
that.
more
I'm
people
just
to
dropping the
listen.
hints. I'm just dropping the
Okay.
hints.
That's like a
Hints
really
and
big
teasers.
hint.
Well, no, they don't know details.
This is true. There's no deets. I guess
Where
I thought
shall-
someone else would talk and no one did. We were all quiet at the same time.
That's how we roll.
Where shall we? There's a lot to talk about here.
There's a
Can we
lot to cover.
There is.
cram it all in. Where should we start? Really? Do we
Well,
want to start?
I mean, I think we should start with the person who will actually be traveling to the motherland
Mhm.
first
Well,
out of the three of us.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
close enough.
Close.
Close
Actually,
enough.
yes. Yes, I will be going to Orlando
Mhm.
next month,
Mhm.
my birthday month.
Celebrate all month.
Not to brag, but I'm aging. Yeah,
Oh,
so first time to Orlando in 14 months, but who's counting? And I will be on Disney property, but not going to the parks.
Mhm.
I'll be spending most of my time over at Universal because whenever I go to Universal, I'm only there for one day. I always feel rushed and I never get to do everything. I go on like 2 rides and that's it. And normally, if you've been to Universal, you know this. If it rains, like all the rides shut down and you're stuck at Seuss Landing, which I love, and you can't even do the best ride there, which is the little trolley. So yeah, everything shuts down, and then you're like, well, I guess I'll just look at the fudge and the cookies.
I really think at some point there may need to be like a siblings universal trip
Mhm.
where
Are we open
Frank-
to this now? Are
I
we
mean
open to
not
this?
for next month, but but where Frank puts on not his MFA in dramaturgy
No,
hat, not that, his I was a VIP tour guide at Universal hat, and like give us the tour as it was back in 1998.
99. 99.
Did
when
you work at Universal?
I did.
Why
had
don't you
multiple-
ever go?
I now it's been 6 years since I've been, but I do go. I go enough. I go as much as I do to Animal Kingdom. I go just as much as Universal.
No,
Animal
You go
Kingdom.
to Animal Kingdom
You
more.
go to Animal Kingdom more.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
guess.
Absolutely not.
But from 1999 through 2016, it's probably even.
I have an idea.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
I think that when we do our sibling reunion in Orlando,
Mhm.
we should do it around Halloween Horror Nights.
Right. Mhm.
Do you say horror?
Horror?
Is that the Long
Halloween,
Island?
Halloween Horror Nights?
Angela's really
Horror.
working on her.
Yeah, no, I listened to the
Halloween.
podcast this week. I heard
Yeah.
all your accents.
I say horror like Never mind.
Well, do you say Florida?
Like you're in a Godfather
too?
movie. I understand.
Horror. Anyway, we should do it around Halloween, horror nights, and then film our reactions doing scary things because I will be my pants because everything will scare me.
So here's my Universal history in a coconut shell right here. So first, I was hired as a character, but I was as Mr. Bean because originally I thought.
I know this. Continue.
Just let that settle
So I thought I was gonna be in Bill and
Marinate.
Ted. I wasn't. It was a whole charade. So that was first. Then the following year, I came in as a VIP tour guide. And then that was for when Islands of Adventure was opening. And then I was a production coordinator from September of 99 until I moved back home in January of 2000.
Not only were you Mr. Bean, you were Mr. Bean with a
stake. I was Mr. Bean, the Vampire Slayer. Like there was a Buffy lookalike, and I was the Mr. Bean lookalike, And so originally, I think we both thought we were going to be like doing the pre-show of Bill and Ted. I don't think we were going to be in Bill and Ted proper, but then they were like, no, you're just going to be roaming the streets. And it eventually that was 1 week. Like we just had like this wooden, like someone broke off a piece of wood and put it in my hand. And then the following week they were like, you know what? You're getting a good reaction from people. So we're going to give you a chainsaw. So there was like the chainsaw crew. So it was Mr. Bean with chainsaw, which meant like, it was out of control chainsaw. Like, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And, but it was that. And also the chainsaw crew was like annoyed at me because they're like, why does this doofus? We're all in tank tops and
he doesn't belong.
And this guy in a tweed jacket with his dyed black hair, because he thinks he's Mr. Bean, is going to be, So that was my first Halloween horror. That was my first Universal experience as an employee. And that the following week they were like, okay, you're just going to be a zombie. And I was like, I think both of us are good. I think we can just split and we're good. So I didn't even make it to Halloween.
That's just like a really big
They're
story.
out there. Yeah.
Those pictures are not out there.
Why have we never seen these photos?
Of me as Mr. Bean? They're out there.
I haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen one photo of you even working at Universal, so I don't believe it.
As Mr. Bean, because Stephers, we don't hate Universal and you. That's
We don't Stephers.
And you.
Just one of the two.
Just come on.
We'll let you decide which.
Never use Stephers. Never.
Stephers.
And we don't hate Universal. I will, though. Sorry, Stephers, put Universal is below Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, Islands of Adventure and Animal Kingdom would probably run neck and neck. I would if I had to say.
I'm gonna do my field research because Steffers, like I'm doing the pilgrimage. I'm staying on property. I am going for more than 1 day. I'm debating doing express pass, but it is so expensive that I don't know. I'm still going back and forth. But I am going to like give it my all and then decide. Yeah.
I mean, and it's fair because I haven't been there in a really long time.
No, you said you thought it was 15 years?
15, 16 years, I think. Okay. So perhaps I need a refresh, which is why it is below Animal Kingdom, because I've been to Animal Kingdom plenty since then. Oh, look, Stephers is so excited.
I know. I did catch up for a minute.
I love it. Oh, see that?
So which resort did you pick, Angela?
Oh, do you want to say, Angela?
I think I've talked about it on Twitter. So yeah.
Okay.
I picked Dockside because I'm cheap AF. And yes, people keep telling me, they're like, Angela, like stay at Hard Rock. Stay at the one that sounds like an ocean, but it's like the cheapest, most expensive one.
Stephers, help us out. Thanks.
Portofino, Royal Pacific?
Royal Pacific, yes. But they're still like $500 a night. And no. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Hi, Paul. Paul, when's the last time you were in Universal? Thanks. Just comment. YouTubers, you can't see Paul's comment. So OPP is in the house.
Yes.
January of 2015. Yeah, that was the last time I was there. January 2015.
How long ago was 2012?
9
9 years ago.
9. Yeah.
9 years.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm doing dockside. I really don't know the difference between any of them because I've never stayed on property. I know that I have to do like bus transportation, but if I stayed at like the Pacific one that Frankie was saying, I can do like with the walkway or the boat.
Yeah.
And then get the express pass. But I'm cheap. And I did the math. And even if I stayed at dockside, it'd still be cheaper for me to just buy express pass than stay at like an expensive resort.
All right. So it's just because you want to dedicate the time. Like, where do you want to dedicate the time? Like, what is it that your focus is on? That.
So glad you asked. Okay. So I am following the touring plan's 2-park 2-day touring plan. Because I don't know where I'm focusing my time. So I figured if I follow the 2-park 2-park touring plan, then I'm going to see everything over 2 days. Okay. And then whether or not I get express pass, I'll still get to see it all. Right. And then if I add express pass, then like I'll just get to do more or repeat.
Stephers is yelling.
I don't understand what she's saying here. I don't know what this means because I'm a Disney person.
Yeah. Stephers, do you want to?
Can you translate Stephers?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
We also need to have a bigger talk with you anyway, Stephers. So there's
that 2 days for one night, even for one night. I don't understand what that means. I went to the chemistry teacher for math help in high school. So you're going to have to explain this.
Do they do BOGO at Universal?
With the Florida resident thing, it was like buy one day, get 3 free. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
She was in college in 2015. Okay.
I know.
Okay, on just briefly on the Magical Mommy Mondays, Jen mentioned Ange. Do people call you Ange? I'm curious because I definitely have avoided ever calling you Ange.
This is such a good story. So, yes, you can call me Ange. My mom calls me Ange.
That's dangerous.
Angie, I'm not a fan of, but like I won't correct you if you do it because I'm Minnesota nice. So like everyone at my job, at the medical acting job, calls me Angie. What? And I've worked there since 2017 and I will not correct any of them.
It's been 4 years, but no.
I will not say anything. They're like, hi, Angie. And I'm like, oh, I don't like it. Hi. Also, my husband's last girlfriend was Angie, so he transitioned really easily into that name.
Yeah, that's interesting.
See, on Long Island, Angela and Andrea are both Anges. Like Andrea.
I've never known an Andrea that's an Ange.
Yeah,
I think you're lying.
Because it would be ANDG. You do Ange.
That is not true.
I had a friend
that
I called Ange.
Yeah. No, I can see. Yeah, that's true.
No, but you're not.
But you are not. You are not an Ange.
No, really, just no. I've only had like a few people call me that, but like, hey, Ange.
It's like when you try to call me Jennifer and you immediately regret it
every time.
Yeah,
like you can just see like at the end, I'm going Jennifer. Like I'm like the regrets like while I'm ending the name. I never regret saying Frankie though ever.
No.
No regrets.
Wrapped nicely.
We have a Stephers update.
Oh, Stephers?
Yes, we have Stephers. Yeah, go ahead. You get express for your check-in day and your checkout day for the price of a one-night stay. Oh, okay. No. You, Jennifer.
It's true.
You, David.
You, David. Yes. I have Paul to thank for my obsession with Schitt's Creek. Because years ago, he told me to watch it. And I was like, fine. Okay. And then I watched like an episode and then I didn't go back to it for years until the pandemic. And now I've watched it like 10 times. So, you know,
I need to repeat.
Yeah, you do.
But apparently I have to watch La La Land first or else Adam's going to get really mad at me.
Spoiler for the Magical Mommy Monday episode 2 weeks from now.
You'll get it eventually.
Yeah. La La Land is one of those movies. It's divisive, I would say. It's a divisive movie.
I need to watch it.
Well, Angela doesn't know how she feels about Emma Stone. So I was trying to say
was
maybe
that Minnesotan Stone?
Stone.
Emma Stone. Oh my gosh.
Frank and Jen.
I
Okay.
love it.
I feel
All
like
right.
I'm all over the place today.
Tombstone Josh is here as well. What up?
Mhm.
Angela's heading to Universal. He is
Mhm.
also a big Universal guy.
I think his family is heading there soon as well, if I am not mistaken.
Interesting.
My brother is going there next week with his son. They're very well. I don't know if my brother's excited, but he likes Star Wars. So do I. But my nephew, he is so jazzed to do Harry Potter, as he should be.
I feel like at this point I might wait it out. I mean, unless we do a VIP tour, I might like really wait it out until the kids get into the books to go see it, which I would never say about something Disney related. I would never be like, I'm going to hold off on going to Galaxy's Edge until the kids understand Star Wars. I would never say that. But Universal, I feel like
Until you read Harry Potter, they're not going.
We're not going. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, that is fair to an extent. Okay. So I like can't concentrate today. I'm really sorry. I would not bring your kids to Universal till they're like at least 8, because there's nothing for kids to do until they meet the height requirement. Frank, do you concur?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it until I would definitely not do it until after they've read. She's read Harry Potter, but and probably when they're older. Yeah.
Tombstone Josh, how are your kids there? Do they enjoy Universal as much as Disney? Thank you.
But I do think that you should go on your own as an adult.
Suffers, we never have excuses. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna have to break my my VIP tour guide materials out of storage in my big binder, my big Universal binder.
I want the spiel. I want it all.
I want that. I want what you said, 99. You worked there?
Yeah.
Oh, I want that Millennium.
That take you over to the animal tricks show over there.
Yeah.
I watched the Jaws ride through, and I have to say I was a little unimpressed. But then when you think about it, how are they really supposed to make that scary? So I think they did a good job overall. But was that was at the Florida location, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I never went on that until I did a tour, because every time I tried to go on it, the first 9 years, it was always busted for some reason. So not until I did a tour with a group did I get on the attraction. So there was a mild level of disappointment for me, but that is not to say that the people's love for it is unjustified. I totally understand.
I mean, I like the movie, but it's just I'm upset that we don't have the Jurassic World version of the Jurassic Park ride in Florida, because that looks epic.
I mean, I still like the Jurassic Park area over at anyway. So especially, the Velocicoaster is going to be the thing. So.
And what did you ride a lot at the end of your days?
Well, at the end of the tours, usually people will be like, can we just go on Hulk and Dueling Dragons as many times as humanly possible? And then I'd go home and close my eyes on my bed and just see the track, because I was epically dehydrated and and just, because they'd be like, come on with us at the end of the day. And what am I going to say? No, I'm 25 years old. Of course I'm going to go on coasters all day. So but I go home and be like, I'm dead. I just see turns in my head.
Okay. Yeah. Frank, I have questions now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I did the Mummy and almost threw up. I was also really, really scared. Keep in mind, I mean, I am going to be on my own a lot of this trip. So I've never done the Hulk. Should I do it this trip?
Yes, of course. The Hulk is the best coaster in Central Florida. Get out of here.
Motion sick.
To what level? All right. Give me the rock and roller coaster version of Angela.
I can do rock and roller coaster. The Harry Potter rides.
Oh,
I felt like I was gonna vom.
Brutal. The one over in Islands, the Hogwarts over there is nuts.
I can't.
It's brutal. I wouldn't go on that again. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will do it again just because, but I think I'm gonna have to do a patch or something.
But I think this is an epic birthday month, regardless. Yeah. So you gotta go for broke. You gotta do all the things. You gotta.
I think I do.
In honor of the birthday. Yeah.
If I'm gonna give it a chance, I have to.
Hey, so who do you think you will miss because you won't be in Disney for your birthday? Like, what character would you be missing out on in Disney?
Oh God.
What
I'm gonna miss
should be
so
an
many
easy
things.
answer? I mean,
So
he's
this-
not actually in the parks yet, but come on.
This is why I had not gone to Universal
Mhm,
for all those years,
mhm,
because I was always choosing Disney over Universal.
Right.
And then I felt like I wasn't being fair and I was like being too judgmental, like, oh, Disney all the time.
Right.
Which, like, so many people in this chat right now are the exact same way. And I'm like, this is how I was. But I feel like I had to give it a chance. But that's hard because, like, even when I was deciding between the two, I'm like, oh, the Disney, the
Right.
Castle, Epcot,
Right.
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Not
that
being
question
emotional.
did not help me with my segue. So I'm just going to segue because there's a very special someone here to wish you a happy birthday.
Who?
It's Grogu. Hi, and I got
It's
no, happy
It's-
birthday, my fellow Grogu lover.
Derek, I just got a Baby Yoda shirt that I cannot wait to show you. It's coming from Shop Disney, and you were the first person I thought of when I put it in my cart.
Yes, I cannot wait to see it. Here, I gotta take a drink real quick.
I have that one too.
It's Derek from Road Trip Radio,
Oh
everybody.
yeah, by the way,
I got it here.
it's
Yay, Derek!
my Baby Yoda friend.
It-
loves
yeah,
it.
that is it.
And he has added to his collection,
Oh
Angela.
yeah, like I've done my whole office in Grogu. I even got the new Magic Band. You're talking about missing Disney. You got to have a Grogu Magic Band.
Ew, oh my
I
gosh.
know. And it's like even my kids are like, okay, we'll get you a Lego set. You know,
Look at that.
I know it's. And my sister-in-law, you'll love this, and we can get you one too. She even painted me with Grogu.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. And I got my kids finally watching The Mandalorian. And they saw Baby Yoda, and the first thing they said was, "Aw." And then every time Baby Yoda comes on screen, Grogu comes on
okay.
screen.
Okay.
It's still Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
He's over there.
Yes.
Wait, is that a
Aw.
pillow?
Yeah, it's a Squishmallow. These things are that Costco thing that's sold out. So they got a new shipment on Sunday. They only got 7 of these, and I got one, and they were sold out within 10 minutes after me getting this guy.
They only got 7. How'd you have that intel?
I didn't. And here's the best part. I was wearing this shirt, and I was wearing my Grogu mask.
He
And
walks
so
in
it's
and they're like, it's over there.
It's right there. Like just complete luck. And so I got this guy and Chewbacca. But yeah, Costco, these things were going for like $100 on eBay this for Christmas, but they got a new shipment.
Oh
So
my god.
you'll have to get one of these guys. I have
Okay.
to fight my kids for them. Now I need a nether.
I need to ask your opinion.
Hmm.
Is this a Mandalorian spoiler? I don't know. Do you think that we'll see more of Grogu
Oh
on the
yeah.
Mandalorian?
You know how much money they are making from stuff I
Just in
have
my
all
office.
over? Yes.
Do you know how much Derek has spent on Grogu
Yeah,
merch?
a lot of money. Yeah, so I absolutely think that they're going to bring him back. He might not be full season character, but I definitely think he's going to be in a few seasons because you can't just give up on that cash cow.
Oh my god. Oh, I felt like the moment I thought he was a cash cow was when I saw the Baby Yoda cereal, and he just looks so sad on the box.
And I bought how many boxes of that cereal? I don't like cereal. That's the best part. I don't like cereal, but I still bought a bunch of boxes of that cereal.
He's
Did the
susceptible
kids eat it?
to consumerism.
My kids ate it.
Yeah. Oh man. Could have sold it someday. for
In
something.
our front vestibule, our parents' front vestibule, there's still a box of cereal, Star Wars cereal with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's true.
Did you
on
collect the
front.
Pepsi and Mountain Dew cans too, Frank?
When I was a kid, I had the like in high school, they had the Coca-Cola cans I had, but not the Pepsi ones.
Yeah, that was for episode 1. They had all those come out. Yep.
And no one could get the Yoda one. I didn't get it anyway.
Probably on eBay for $1,000 right now.
True.
Maybe I could now. Thank you, Ricardo, for the birthday wishes. And Tombstone Josh also said that he felt like a traitor when he went to Universal for the first time. I feel like it's a Band-Aid you have to rip off. Now, Derek, were you recently at Disney, or is that Doug?
I was there. My wife and I went for her birthday. So yeah, we were just there a few weeks ago.
Oh, that's so fun. Where'd you stay?
We stayed at the Riviera, and it was phenomenal.
I need to stay there.
And on the Skyliner, it's her second favorite resort, my third now. So it definitely did what it needed to do for us.
What's her first?
Both of us, Beach Club.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
we did that-
Riviera is a good like parents only trip. That's a good resort for like.
Yeah, there were kids there, but I feel like it's small enough to be intimate, and it's still a little bit away from everything, but you can still jump on the Skyliner, get to the studios and Epcot really quickly, and Topolino's is amazing, so you got to enjoy that.
Yeah,
I may eat there in April, maybe for breakfast. I don't know if people have been there. Tell me what to get.
Yeah, because aren't you now like basically in Orlando for the next like 4 months?
Okay, when you say it like that, I feel extremely privileged. It wasn't supposed to work out that way. It's just happening to now.
Right. You don't have to feel bad about it.
Yeah, no one feels
Embrace it.
winter.
Exactly.
I am going to Legoland in June, so technically it's not a Disney trip.
Might sneak in Disney.
I mean,
Yeah, you got if you're in the area, you have to go to Disney.
I know you can't not if you're.
I mean, if you're in an
close.
8-hour radius of either Disney park when they're open, you got to go.
You're like, I can make it.
I know. That's just
Exactly.
a day drive.
I know.
Derek, when is the last time you were at Universal?
4 years ago, 5 years ago, we did all the Harry Potter stuff, and I love it. Like Universal Islands of Adventure is one of my favorite theme parks as a kid. We went a bunch, but it has been a minute, and once my littlest gets a little bit bigger, I think we're going to do a full Universal trip.
Yeah.
Question for all of you: have you done Poseidon's Fury?
Sure.
Poseidon.
Yep.
I was looking, and I don't know if it's open right now. Steffers confirm. And I feel like it's something I really want to do, but I don't know if it's going to be open. I wonder, is it good?
Steffers would be the one to know that if it was open on her last trip. I'm not sure, but I when I was working, that when it first opened, it was a different thing. So it is morphed. I think it's still a cool experience to walk through the water vortex, all of that. So, I mean, I think it's always worth seeing. It was innovative technology back then. So,
is it open during the pandemic though?
That's what I'm wondering.
You are kind of
Jen's doing a
close
search.
together. I could see that one not open.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the list, but I want to do the King Kong one.
Oh, the new one. Yeah.
That's
And some
Don't repeat
it. Forget it, Steffers. That would be Poseidon's
You missed
Fury.
out.
Steffers, come on.
Poseidon's Fury.
Poseidon's.
Poseidon.
Who's Poseidon.
Temporarily closed, it says.
Just like not really happy.
Oh, I like this question. Will Baby Yoda ever speak? No.
Just telepathically for
just
now.
The cuteness of the coos and ahs. I think as soon as they put a voice to him, it's just it might lose it a little bit. I think that's why Chewbacca is so popular. It's not, there's no like voice actor to it as much.
My husband was so annoyed when, of course, Baby Yoda's sitting in a desk. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, he's in his little desk eating cookies. It's so cute. Michael's like, they just did that for all the Mamalorians out there.
Mamalorians.
like it's working.
It works.
I was dying.
On the last episode, without giving spoilers in case you haven't seen it, on the last episode though, the final one, when Baby Yoda puts his little hand on the screen because he sees the Jedi coming, I got a little bit clumped. So very small. Just as that moment of like
You're here.
He's coming for you. He's coming for you. That was all.
Everyone sigh. Yeah, I think Twitter would lose its mind if Baby Yoda spoke, because if Baby Yoda spoke like Yoda, people would lose their minds. If Baby Yoda Grogu spoke like spoke normally, people would lose their minds.
Right.
I feel like it's a no-win for Grogu to speak.
Exactly.
What if Grogu had like a Marvin Gaye voice? It's like really like bass.
That would be #1 trending on Twitter as soon as he spoke. Like
Exactly.
everyone would pause the episode, Twitter, unpause, and finish. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, didn't see that coming.
I can't even get on Twitter until I've seen WandaVision or Mandalorian. So like Friday mornings, I stay off my phone until I've watched the new episode.
I've never seen WandaVision. I don't know if I've admitted that to anyone.
It's okay,
Wow.
samesies. I'm gonna just at this point I gotta go from beginning to end.
Just binge it, give it
Yeah.
a couple more episodes. Yep.
I can't commit to it yet.
Like
It's too much.
Where are you, like Angela? Where are you in your MCU watching? Have you seen them all? Have you seen a portion? Have you seen what?
I have seen 2 Iron Mans, and I fell asleep during Captain America. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure I had a newborn during Captain America, so I'm gonna take a pass for that.
You know,
one.
these babies. So we recorded an episode that you'll hear in 2 weeks last night, and Angela was using the babies as her excuse for not seeing pretty much any movie made in the last like 7 years.
I think I watched
didn't-
more movies because I had 3 kids.
No, I didn't see The Rise of Skywalker because I'm pretty sure I had tonsil surgery. Yes, that's why. And then I just kind of forgot.
Isn't that a good time? Because you're resting.
Yeah.
Jennifer?
But you still haven't seen
Will
it.
name me.
Well, then I just
It's
forgot.
it-
I just forgot it. So,
And she hasn't seen Soul yet.
This is Disney Plus. This is great for kids.
I
Mhm.
have anxiety when it comes to starting a new show because if I can't sit down and just like watch it and concentrate, I just won't do it at all. And since my kids are always around because pandemic, I just don't watch new shows. I just don't.
What about movies that are like 2 hours tops and then you're done?
That's
No.
all Soul is. And the kids might watch it with you.
No.
True.
The last new movie we watched was probably Mulan. But I knew it was going to
Live
happen.
action?
Yeah,
Mulan?
live action.
Okay,
Mulan.
all right. Well, that's more acceptable.
Something, yeah. I mean, it's survival mode. I mean, I don't want to admit how much screen time my kids have had during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh
Facts.
yeah. I swear they bounce from like iPads to TV to video games. I've tried to minimize it, and then once I take it away, they're like, "So we have to like play with our toys now? We have to do crafts? Like, what is this?"
And we had a snowstorm here. They're like, we can't go outside. What do you expect us to do? I'm like, read a book? I don't know. I gotta work. You guys survive.
Just don't
Whatever
kill
you
each
need to
other
do.
for an hour.
Oh my goodness.
Just don't hurt Grogu. That's my only rule.
I
And,
know.
Yeah.
Keep the
Right.
baby safe.
It's funny. My 3-year-old thinks it's his, and so I've been trying to take it down to my office or just away, but he will grab it and take it back up to his little. He has a Lego stand, so he stays on the Lego stand, and it's already like here he got stickies on it. And I'm like, no, this is why he stays. No, and my wife's like, come on, it's
No.
a plush. It's not. It's his. I'm like, it's mine.
Mm-mm, absolutely not. I have one toy that I've bought for myself in adulthood, and it's like a Princess Aurora house, well, Briar Rose, and I got it only because of the birthday cake because they never sell any Sleeping Beauty birthday cake merch. And my kids always play with it to the point where I just got another so then they could play with that one. Nope, they still grab that one off of the shelf, and that is mommy's toy. So I completely understand, Derek. You hide that baby Yoda for you.
I will. It's mine. Yep.
Just gonna be really aggressive about this.
I think you did a YouTube about that house, no, Angela?
I did. Oh yeah, because I was explaining writer's flop. Jen remembered.
I remember all your content, Angela, because it's fabulous.
And it's so rare.
Derek, we're trying to
Yep.
have Angela, get back in the content creating game on her YouTube channel. I mean,
Oh,
I
absolutely. It's great stuff. You got to do it.
Yes.
What else are you going to do in 2021?
True, I'm not watching anything. So
Yeah.
And now you have trips planned for the next few months, which to me sounds like content.
Okay. And
And everyone's got a phone. There you go. You can at least do basic video and audio.
I can't even wait till my kids go back to school because it will be old content by then.
No,
I don't
yeah,
really
Well, I
think
don't even
about
roll
that.
stop at school drop off anymore. We roll. I'm throwing them
out!
out at the preschool drop off. They have to take the temperature, and every time I'm like, he's good. Just hurry. It's
Just
like the
take
beat
him.
down. Yeah.
He's fine, I swear.
Yep.
Allergies. Bye.
It's just allergies. I did not.
Speaking of kids, I have to go pick up one from
No, do
basketball.
it.
I just wanted to chime in and
thanks
wish
for
you a.
stopping
We
by,
wanted to wish
Derek.
you a happy birthday.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Derek. I heard you got great guests on Rope Drop Radio.
We
this
do,
week.
guys. Check out Rope Drop Radio. Jen and Frank are on this week. Episode just
So
released a couple of
fun.
minutes ago, and Angela's been on before as well. So,
Yeah.
Loved it.
and we've been on your guys' podcast. Love
Yeah.
it. Love the
Yeah.
podcasting community.
I
Yeah,
That's
know.
me, man.
Fun.
We're
Make
all-
sure
we're all
you try
addicts.
it.
Radio. Yes.
Derek,
at
thanks so
Rope
much
Drop
for
Radio
jumping in.
everywhere.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Bye, Derek. Bye, baby. I'm like sad when
Bye-bye.
Baby Yoda disappeared. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wah, wah.
So we need the content in Universal. Steffers needs the content. Of you
Oh
in
my God.
Universal.
Steffers will be waiting to see your videos.
Steffers is so adorable. I was not following her on Instagram, and then I started following her on Instagram, and
It changed your life?
Yes. Every day I see her smiling, and I never see her not smiling. And now, like, I think she had like just a neutral face once. I'm like, it's not right. Always so happy.
Steffers has added a fabulous throwback to her website with old photos with little Steffers, and it's my favorite thing. It's just little Steffers. I
Yes.
love it.
Oh my gosh, Mom, you can't text me right now.
Mama Terry, does she want to come on?
Yeah, she just got her hair done. She sent me a selfie. She is healing herself.
I love it.
So Terry.
Oh my goodness, Mama Terry. So, Steffers, we're all loving your website and your smiles on your stories. So keep it going. Thanks.
Ooh, can I plug my mom's game?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
As
you
you
guys. My mom invented a game. I know she's really, really cool. And if you have a child and they need to learn math, it's a math game that bridges the gap between like concrete and abstract learning. I know it's really official words. And it's called Numberkins. And so if you're trying to teach your like 5 to 8-year-old math, I don't know, maybe check it out on numberkins.com, or it's on Amazon as well, which might be easier for you. Okay, thanks. And I do the social media for it.
You totally Dillo'd that, by the way.
What
Totally
if
good.
I Dillo something? Oh, look
Oh,
at
look
that.
at that.
That's it. Isn't it cute? Look at the little numberkins.
So cute. Love it.
There's 7 ways to play. Yeah.
Great for teachers, great for parents, great for anybody.
It's how
I might play it just for myself because
Yeah.
I'll probably
Oh,
have
did
to
she
learn
ever
how to
send
do
you a
things.
game, by the way? Because finally she's like, I'm just gonna do it.
Oh, because was she mad at you
Yeah,
for not doing
I
it?
never. She's gonna send Frank some games too.
Just
We
to
all get
follow
a
up,
game.
Frankie's getting some games.
Yes.
Steffers is waiting for her content. Just so you know.
Yeah. Well, don't hold your breath.
Oh, boo! We want the content.
Migraine
No,
glasses. No, you need to, this is it. You could even just go live. Why don't you just go live when you're down there from the parks?
Oh my gosh, now I feel bad. That that made her sad. Anyway, why don't I just go live? We just like change the subject now.
Oh, sure. Let's talk about what you're gonna launch on your YouTube channel. You have a big announcement.
Like I
So
feel like I just walked right into that one.
A little bit. We have a big announcement, Angela, and it's happening on your channel, so I'm gonna leave it to you.
Okay, I can't do it. In
Don't
this one.
Dillo's it.
Don't Dillo
I
it.
don't know what that means. Is that when you just like make it like not as cool as it is and like downplay it?
It's
Can
like
you guys do
downplay.
that?
It's
Yeah,
downplay.
It's
Mhm.
imposter syndrome. It's like us talking
Oh my
about
God,
our
that's
Patreon
totally
page.
Me. I imposter syndrome with everything. It's like my middle name.
I think
So-
Jeffers came up with like during the holiday season to don't Dillo the gift, which has to be a t-shirt, and we're working on it. But so yeah, it's downplaying.
Okay.
Have a proper reaction too.
Okay. So I need to not deal with this. Okay. So our special announcement. So I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I think I have about 1,000 times. Since I don't watch anything new, I just watch Grey's Anatomy on repeat. And Jen never knows what I'm talking about because I'm always making these references and she's like, I don't get it. I haven't seen it. So we have decided to start a video podcast / live stream every week, probably on Wednesdays around 7/8 p.m. Eastern time, where we talk about one episode of Grey's Anatomy every week.
Yeah.
Nice.
But here's what I'm thinking. We
haven't actually worked out the logistics.
Yeah, so we're going to talk it through right now.
Right.
So I
you're
think like episode 1, absolutely, we discussed the pilot of Grey's Anatomy. But I do think at some point we may have to bunch, like here's episodes 2 through 5 or something, or else this video podcast will go on forever.
Yes, there's like a lot of seasons.
Yeah, it's still going.
It's gonna be like a 7-year podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
So season 3, 5 years in, here we are. It's episode 2.
So if you guys are not interested in Grey's Anatomy, let's just like give the first season a try together.
Yeah.
Let's just keep an open mind.
You Dilloed that a little bit. You were Dilloing a little bit.
If you don't like it, it's okay. If you don't like
Yeah.
it, maybe just try it. Try it a little bit.
I just said keep an open mind and try watching it. I don't feel like I Dilloed it that much. Maybe a little bit.
I think Steffers is all in. Does anyone else in the chat watch Grey's? I feel like I watched ER back in the day for a little bit.
I started watching ER again.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's like your new show. And I was watching House for a while, and now I think my medical show is The Good Doctor. So I've dabbled in some medical shows. So you know, I don't
General
know why
Hospital.
General Hospital, of course, naturally.
Oh, okay. Tombstone Josh says if y'all get a Grey's Anatomy pod, does that mean Frank and I have to get a friends one? Did you guys see that TikTok about Jennifer Aniston and her tick?
Yes. I don't think I feel like I knew the tick, so I didn't watch the TikTok. But
she has a tick, or is it the bug tick that's given her Lyme disease? Which
she has a tick. Right. Every time before she speaks, she clears her throat.
Oh yeah.
And then it was a compilation, and then it's like, now the show's ruined for you because you're going to notice it every day.
It broke the glass.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of like whoever portrayed her on SNL, only like in recent years, and they did like the really high pitched version of her voice, and I'm like, oh my god, she does that all the time. And now that's all I hear when I watch Friends. Jeffers, you've never seen an episode of Grey's or Friends? And Theme Park Rob, GH fan in the 80s, yes.
Isn't our guest on Monday? Wasn't that guest on General
Yes,
Hospital?
but if Theme Park Rob, have you watched since the 80s? Because then probably wouldn't know.
Yeah, true. But it's still a fun little Easter egg.
Who is our guest on Monday? Should we announce it?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? I announced the other thing.
Oh,
don't Dillo it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, it's like our 1-year anniversary of the Magical Mommy Monday podcast because next Tuesday on Angela's birthday is the official 1 year. So Monday, close enough. So we have a special guest who was in one of Angela's favorite movies, which is
Model Behavior. I don't know if you've heard of it.
What?
They're like, no.
I don't think I've seen Model Behavior. No.
I don't think I have either, but I didn't want to say that during the episode.
An original movie type thing.
Right. With Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was also part of the group.
Nobody's Angel.
Yep.
She was on
Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
General Hospital. My Two Dads. Blossom. She was everywhere. So, and now she has taken all of her talent and become this children's family entertainer. And she is Twinkle.
Her name is Twinkle.
So Twinkle will be our very special guest on Monday's episode, where we fangirl a little bit for all of her old episodic things. And, just talk about music in LA and, all the stuff that right up me and Angela's alley. So
if only we could keep our cool around celebrities, Jen.
I know.
We're just like, I don't mean to fangirl.
Can we just start off by doing that? Thanks. Just want to get that out of the way.
Every time.
Oh, Jeffers
Wednesday.
hated Ross.
Oh,
Wow.
And the monkey.
I'm
So
the
you
monkey.
stopped. It was enough to make you stop watching.
Well,
That is
I get
intense,
that.
Jeffrey.
I will say that I did not watch the first season when it happened, when it was
Mhm.
on in the
Mhm.
90s, 94, 95. I did not watch the whole first season because it was like the buzz. Everyone was talking about Friends and it was the biggest thing ever. And I was like, no. I was that person like, no, too much
You were
buzz.
contrarian.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I moved to Florida and I was like, I have nothing to do.
And then you
so
were like,
I'm
well,
gonna-
9-0, Saved by the Bell, and Friends, I guess.
That's right. That's right.
And Theme Park Rob, you watched GH for 7 or 8 years. All right. But I think you need to get back into it. And I think my goal of having Super Soap Weekend return to the Disney theme parks, because I just really want that. And then we can all go and we can have the Super Soap meetup Theme Park Rob.
Jen, I think you and I have to, we might have to resurrect Super Soap Weekend ourselves.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
Yes.
I will do it. We have some connections now.
do. We'll make it
It's
work.
good.
We know some
Yeah.
people.
We know some people.
All right, so let me circle back to the Universal trip. So Hulk you've never done.
Never done.
So you're gonna try Hagrid's then.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you watched a ride video of Hagrid's or no?
No, I haven't.
don't. Right.
I'm not going to because
Yeah.
I hear it's so good.
Mhm.
So I'm not.
I
going
just
to-
did it recently because I was like, I don't know when I'm going.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, I don't want I'm
I
spoiled.
do that for like every other ride, but I also did not do it for the other Harry Potter rides. So I don't know if I was just busy because normally I spoil every surprise for myself. But yeah, I really didn't do it for too many Universal rides at all. I'm excited. There's actually very few rides I've done because Hagrid's is always closed the few times I did go, or it's raining, but I did do Spider-Man, which was very good. And I did.
Did you get sick on Spider-Man?
I did not get too sick. The Harry Potter rides like make you want to throw up, but they're really cool and they're scary. And I've done the Mummy, which was really good. And I've done the Cat in the Hat one, which makes you want to throw up as well. It's like a really even like worse jumpy version of the Winnie the Pooh ride.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Winnie the Pooh. And then I love that like the High in the Sky trolley. It's my fave.
Boy, it took forever for that High in the Sky trolley to open up because I remember it was like, oh, it's gonna open. It was like years.
I waited in line, Steffers, for ET, and then it closed while I was waiting in line, so I could not go on it.
Time to go back.
It is.
Yeah.
And I
I
went to
have to.
Green Eggs and Ham and had Hoo Hash, as we talked about the other day. But I really want to try the ice cream at Diagon Alley. Yeah.
Side note about ET, and I messaged Steffers about this, obviously, because who else was I going to go to immediately while realizing this?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if anyone else, and Frank, you said Mrs. Dillo doesn't know about it yet, and I still have to text her about it. All the Netflix series of movies to all the boys I've loved, ... So, Angela, are you up to date on those? No. Okay. So the third one I just watched, and one of the because a lot of these coming of age Netflix movies, which I'm loving, obviously, because I love the coming of age movies. A lot of the parents depress me because it's all who were in my coming of age movies, growing up and all that. But one of the dads in this one, I was like, he looks so familiar. Who is this guy? Mr. Dillo was like, we know him. He's on we know him from something. I look it up. It's Elliot from E.T. as a dad. And I was dying. Of course.
Okay. No,
It's just grown up Elliot.
Henry
basically.
Thomas.
Yes. So I had to go to Steffers immediately to make sure that she had also seen it and knew the same. Which part was random? My Netflix movies. It is, but
did he have a mustache or no mustache?
No mustache. Oh, I'm getting deja vu right now. Oh, this is weird.
I feel like we've had
anyone else get deja vu ever?
This is very.
I'm still in
wild.
it. I'm still in it.
But you're talking about mustache.
you out?
All I'm
Are
thinking
you in
about
it?
is how I have to trim my beard.
Oh,
Are you out?
My beard's out of control.
I don't know. I think I might be out. Maybe. Okay.
What?
I did not see which commercial with Elliot. Do tell.
Oh, there was an ET commercial with last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At the holidays.
E.T. I used to have night terrors surrounding E.T.
Well, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So I'm
Sick
not-
ET? God.
I'm not looking forward to what the ride.
Yeah. What are you
Not
gonna
looking forward to the
Oh.
ride. No, I mean, I was surprised to.
Oh.
I mean, that's all I have to say. So.
So you're not going to go on? You go on Men in Black?
I didn't. I forgot that was a ride. Actually, I will do all the rides. I will.
You're not going on the Simpsons ride. You're not going on it. Did Back to the Future make you sick back in the day?
What?
I knew.
Did you say Back to the Future? I know.
I know. The Simpsons ride is where Back to the Future was. So did Back to the Future make you sick back in the day?
I'm so sad that Back to the Future is gone because that's like one of my favorite trilogies. And I didn't get to do either of those. I did very few rides. I've been 3 times and I only maybe done like 4 or 5 rides.
Are you going on Hanna-Barbera or that's the
Are you making
what's there now? What's in that spot now?
Is it Jimmy Neutron? No. Is it?
It was Jimmy Neutron after that.
Is it Shrek? Is Shrek there, or is it Steffers?
Actually,
where's the Hanna-Barbera?
I want to do Shrek. Even is that a show now? I want to do Shrek.
I think we saw Hanna-Barbera when I was in a wheelchair for my toe.
That's
so
I love the Hanna-Barbera ride.
Yeah.
The Flintstones are on HBO Max, and like the 5-year-old tries to dip her toe in. Yeah. So like every time I'm like, oh my God, it's like a flashback watching the Flintstones.
Nice. Jetsons too, or just Flintstones?
Oh, the Jetsons.
Oh, I don't know if the Jetsons are. I'll have to check.
I'll have to check.
Flintstones, definitely.
Oh, Minions.
Oh, the Minions are there.
Jane, his wife.
Interesting. Yeah. That was a good time. I think we got front row because of my toe.
So the Mummy made you sick because you went backwards?
Okay, so it could be because I had just downed like a venti iced latte and a breakfast sandwich. But I'm pretty sure I just got motion sick and I was in the front row and it was just about to go. And Michael, my husband's sitting right next to me and I'm looking at him. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And he's looking at me like, okay. And then the ride goes and I'm just like closing my eyes, wishing for it to end. So I don't really know. It was just kind of a mix of things. But then he wanted to throw up too because he ate the rest of my breakfast sandwich after eating his. So it's just not a good situation. But I also love the Mummy films, so I should have enjoyed that.
The food at Universal is always, I think, the downside of the whole thing. I think the food we've had this chat in other places before, and I feel like if the food was better, the park overall would feel better.
Well, here's the thing. I am looking for food recommendations because even though I'm vaccinated, I don't think I want to do any sit down. I think I just want to do like eat outside. So I'm looking for recommendations and I am going during their Mardi Gras. So I hear the food's going to be a lot better and stuff.
You should go over
eat everything.
Go over to the Morning Monorail's Twitter today. Justin was over there sampling all the Mardi Gras cuisine. So
I saw he took a great picture on Instagram. Yeah. It's just like a really cool scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today's Show Cafe. Monsters Cafe. Okay, I need to like write this down.
Yeah, you need to take a screenshot, write it down.
Steph's talking about golden patches, and I don't understand what that means. What are golden patches?
While we wait.
Motion sickness thing?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Steph's, are they patches?
Angela, have you ever heard the story of Frank throwing up a penny from Universal?
Oh, come on.
Listen, we're at the end of the show.
Consume the penny is my question.
I don't think Angela knows the story, so
I don't know this.
No,
I know others may, but
it is from NBA City. Used to be on City Walk. It is no longer on City Walk, so you don't have to worry about this at all. But when I was a VIP tour guide, again, go through the dehydration thing. I'm taking the family around. They're visiting Universal for the first time in years. We go to NBA City because it just opened, and I was like, great, I will have my VIP tour guide expertise because this restaurant just opened and I already know how good it is. So the first thing I order is the lobster bisque, which I have never had in my life. I had never had lobster up to that point in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
You live on the East Coast, Frank.
I live in like New York. Long Island is not like
that's like me saying that I've never had like corn or tater tot hot dish.
There's a lot. That's right. Mr. Bean vomiting a penny.
A lot happening.
So, and then I have like a burger or whatever, but towards the end, a couple of beers. Again, keeping in mind the dehydration, the whole thing.
Yes.
So at the end, I'm like, I'm going to go sit outside because I'm not feeling well. So I'm sitting on the steps outside, and it's decided that instead of me driving back home, which is over on the opposite side of town by UCF, I'm just gonna go back with the fam to the beach club and sleep there, like twist my arm anyway. So I crash, and not long after I wake up shivering, like clearly like feverish, and I'm like,
Cold sweat.
I'm so cold.
One of the funniest things of my life.
I'm so cold. That's a perfect reenactment by me, though, by the way.
Absolutely.
So I get up and I cross
We
the
were
room.
sharing a bed, by the way.
I was just trying to-
Oh,
God, I just like passed out.
God.
So I get up and I cross the room. Like, you ever see Groucho Marx walk in a Marx Brothers movie where he's just like, hey.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was like, oh, I'm so cold. I'm so
It's the
cold.
fun. Like, it's honestly, it is something I can picture to this day, and it will make me laugh at any time.
So, Angela, I'm a loud vomiter. So,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I'm like, cursing the tiki gods and the whole thing while it's happening. So it begins, and then it's like in a cycle. I finish up and I go back, and it like repeats. I'm so cold. The blankets are shaking. It's just Jen is in a haunted bed at this point.
Yeah, why are you here tonight? Go to your apartment. What are you doing here?
Mom, we're being haunted.
Yeah.
So,
I was cooling out before this too. Like, I had gone out. I was not at the NBA festivities,
That's right.
so I was like,
Gosh.
why
like
is
the
this
poltergeist.
happening? Go ahead.
So when all was said and done, and all the flushing of the toilet was done, at the bottom of the toilet sat one lonely penny.
It's not funny, but it is.
Oh, it's funny.
And we don't know how the penny got there. We don't know at what point the penny came out, but the penny was there. I was still sick for like 3 days after that. So it was like an extended virus.
Okay. Not food poisoning?
I mean, I don't know if I just got depleted of everything after. So the illness remained. Like, Papa Dillo had to drive me all the way back with them following so that Papa Dillo could get back home because I could not drive the car.
Stopped and like puked a few times on the way.
On I-4. Yeah, I definitely puked on I-4.
Vomit is just like, it's just gross.
It's so gross.
And then cleaning up your kids' vomit, you're like,
well, that's me. I am the other end of the spectrum here, Tombstone Josh, where I am the quiet vomiter.
How do you quietly vomit?
Here's how I do it.
Okay.
I'm more of a and it just comes out. Like, it just happens.
Oh,
and
no.
that's it. Frank, you can hear him probably down the road, and he sounds like he's being murdered.
I'm more like Frank.
A horrible sound.
I get like the pre-vomit burps. How did we get here? How did we get here? I get the pre-vomit burps right before, and then it comes out. Then like I vomit, it's loud, and then the burps come out while I'm vomiting. It's just like extremely disgusting and aggressive, and like it's gross.
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay. Steffers, thank you for the offer. I can get them in Minnesota. And yes, I feel like Frank was the only one who understands you. So you guys have a good connection. I meant to address it earlier, but I needed to hear the penny story.
No, but it's a memorable one for sure.
That penny should have been saved. I'm surprised it's not. My toenails in an envelope. Why isn't that penny in an envelope somewhere?
Really? Toenail? One of my brothers.
It's like one of the nicest compliments I've ever received. Thank you, Tombstone Josh.
One of my brothers used to pull off his toenails and then suck the salt off.
Oh,
that's so gross is that? That's so gross. I have 3 brothers, so you don't know which one. Yeah, I know. That's so gross. He would just like lay in bed, like reading the Guinness Book of World Records, and then just like bite his toenail and then just like suck the salt up. It's just the most gross thing ever. But for me, it's like I grew up around it, so I'm like, oh, there he is again doing what he does.
Wow. We're not going to top that. We got to get out of
Well,
here.
who would have thought that'd be gross, more gross to Jen than talking about vomiting? She was more disgusted.
I'm totally more disgusted by that.
She laughs about me vomiting, but the toenail, no.
No, I laugh about my own toenail being in an
crossing
envelope.
the line.
Yes.
It just reminded me of that story. Yeah.
Okay.
I got
We should probably wrap this up. It's taken a turn. It has taken a turn, theme
It
park
took a
God.
turn.
That's how you know it's done. We're done here.
Living with all boys was really gross. I have lots of good stories.
Angela, I'm glad this is now on your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Oh, I hope my brother
the
doesn't
first-
see it. Didn't think that one through.
Well, we don't know which one you're talking about. I'll
No.
figure it out.
I'll
Where
tell
can
you
people
later.
find you on social media, Angela?
I think I'm Angela Dahlgren on Twitter and Angela_Dahlgren on Instagram. Yeah, and then I don't have a YouTube channel, so don't worry about it.
You're Dilloing your social media.
YouTube.com/Angela Dahlgren. Go check out her past content. It's awesome. And then you'll know why we're trying to push her to do more.
It was good once.
It'll be
I knew
good
what I was
again.
doing.
Listen, all we have to do is talk about vomiting, and you'll get a toenail story every time. So that's what to expect
right.
here
I've got some good ones.
at the Dillo Sibling reunion. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out in the chat.
Thank you for the Derek
Yeah.
surprise. With
Yeah.
Welcome.
Happy birthday. We hope you have a fabulous birthday.
Happy magical mommy anniversary.
Such a big year for us.
Yeah, make sure you hit the like button on the thing and the whole thing. Stay tuned for all of Angela's live videos from Universal.
So many.
So many. Stay tuned in the month of March. The Grey's Anatomy. Can I, before we go?
Oh.
When people call it a podcast, but it's a live stream, I don't understand.
I
Can
don't
someone
get
explain it to me?
Maybe it's just a live stream.
Okay.
Maybe it's our Grey's live stream. We got to
Maybe
come
we
up
don't
with
have
it.
to
People
label
call
it.
it a podcast. I don't understand the difference.
Because there's mics involved is what I'm guessing, honestly.
Okay.
Maybe there's no difference, and it's just wherever you choose, however you choose.
There's
to
some
do
gray area there.
All right. So is this a podcast or a live stream?
it. So
You know, there's that gray area again.
maybe it's a live stream, and perhaps they could be used as bonuses on the podcast sometimes.
Maybe that's the name of your podcast live stream about Grey's, the gray area.
Oh,
Thank you. I love it. I love it.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that. Good night,
All right,
everyone.
bye.